moment. All it takes is a moment. Is it fate that you came this far unbroken? If it's destiny, you wrote it. Focused, but you gotta be focused. Make or break, it's the last goodbye they remember you for. They're calling your name, go and take what's yours. Here, now, it's everything you've been dreaming about. There's a reason why you were chosen. This is your moment. Rise up, you give it all that you got and you rise up. All the stories they tell about the champion who came from the crown. Are you ready to carry it now? Going full speed, never stop, never quit. You're the only one you got to convince that nothing's too far out of your reach. 'Cause all you are is what you believe. Here, now, it's everything you've been dreaming about. There's a reason why you were chosen. This is your moment.
Welcome to Rokk Around the Clock, Google's Stadia news and gameplay live at the same time every day, Monday to Friday. Every day we check out the latest Stadia news across the internet live, closing with Stadia gameplay and chat with your host Rokk and occasional guests. But first, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss out on the latest Stadia news. If you'd like to support my content, please consider joining Team Rokk by hitting the join button on this page. Hello, it's me. Sorry about that. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Oh, I'm trying to turn this audio down a bit here. So there you go. How's it all going? Let me have a little listen. Yes, good. I'm in a slightly different place today, as you can see. None of my beautiful brickwork. That's because it's Gameplay Wednesday, and I thought I would try a different location. And so it's all been it's an experiment, and I probably won't do it again. But hopefully you can hear me, and I can hear me. Actually, I can kind of hear the game as well, which is very disconcerting. Well, that's because I'm using my MacBook. So yeah, apologies for that. Let me just put the old chat on automatic because we're going to need that in a second. Hope you're well. It's Wednesday. Wednesdays when we do gameplay. And I mentioned on Rokk Show yesterday that I've been playing this game called Dinkum, and they all laughed. They all laughed at my Dinkum game. But here's the thing. It's a lovely little game. And it's like Animal Crossing, but for PC. I don't think it exists anywhere else. But it's an amazing little game. So I thought today we'd have a look at that. Now, the only thing is I couldn't get the controller to work. And I couldn't get other things to happen. So it don't matter none. I'm going to go straight. What we're going to do first, before we go and do the game. Hey, Reaver the Beaver's got a new face. Look at this. We're going to do the wheel. And it's a special look wheel today. Have a look at this. Look at this now. Because I had to restart. You noticed the buffering. That was me restarting OBS. Let me just adjust this so that it is correct. And we'll get the wheel out of the way. So what do we got here? We have the people. We have the people. So I need to change the people. To be the games. So let's do that a quick second. It won't take a second. There we go. Good. Right. So if I close that down. And that one as well. Boom. There we are. Right. So now we have exactly as it should look. And I've got the audio as well. So hopefully it'll all sound and look great. So, games on the inside, no, people on the inside, games on the outside, and we'll get this out of the way. Hopefully you're hearing me. Rudigs, how are you, my friend? Let me put the chats on auto so it's all popping up on there. That's good. Goody. This is, I do this to myself. I put myself in these situations where I think, I'll try this. And then I then spend the entire show thinking, oh, hang on, I should have set that up and done that differently. But it's what I do. I experiment, and it's all, why not? It's all good. Because this is a setup that I could take anywhere. It's portable. It's coming off of my laptop, you see. With a, not brilliant camera and not brilliant headset with a mic, but it ain't bad. Now then, let's get this up. I can't wait to get into the game because the game's in my headphones. It's lovely music. It's a temporary change. Exactly, that's all it is. Just temporary, just for a little while. We'll start with entrance. So let me... Actually, I think I've got them around the wrong way. It doesn't matter. Let me interact with this one. Normally, it should be the games on the inside and the people on the outside, but it's all good. It's all good. Let me shuffle that up. And we will give it a spin. Let's do it. You should better hear it as well, which would be interesting. Oh, pen at the ready. Let's see. Yeah, back to normal studio tomorrow, guys. Right, here we go. It should pop up in the center as well. So we should see who the winner is going to be. Starting to slow. Oh, just went past you, Crystal. Miss Phoenix. Again. Alex, Billy, Primo, Purple Haze. Demi won the other day, didn't she? She could be up for another win. Or is it going to be Death Alive? He won recently as well. Could be Vet. Vet, it could be you, my friend. No, it's slowing, it's slowing, it's slowing. Oh, hang on. Oh, that was lucky. It is indeed Death Alive. Alive, oh! So Death Alive is the winner. So we'll close that window down on my side, and then I'll pull up the wheel of entrance. Here we go. This is what Death Alive is going to be winning today. We'll give that a shuffle, and here we go. Hopefully you can hear the music. I know normally you don't. Oh no! I know normally you don't get to hear the lovely music. So give that a go. How are you, Stu? Good to see you, my friend. I am trying to hypnotise you. It is a bit like that, is it? I hadn't thought of that before. Right, it's starting to slow. Yeah, Twitch is dead. I'll cover that in a second. It's to do with this setup I have here. Right, here we go. It's gonna be Labyrinthine Dreams or Fallout. It's gonna be Chenzo, whatever that is. That's what it's gonna be. So Chenzo, you didn't see it because I covered up the original. Oh no, maybe still coming up. There it goes, all the way around the outside. Right, let's get over to the... Yes, Curly, sorry, Twitch isn't working. I'm not 100% sure why, but I will. It'll be working tomorrow, so don't worry about that. Let's get over to the game, and I'll explain a little bit more about this lovely game, because it has got some really nice features. At last, you're now hearing what I'm hearing. And it's a gorgeous little game, Dinkum. And look at that, it's bloomin' spring, mate. It says right at the top there in Australia. It's bloomin' spring. Now, this is the thing I love about this game. Let me bring the little cursor down here, and let me show you this. Down here on credits, let me get my mouse, click in there so we're on it. Okay, let me just show you something here. This game was literally developed by one guy, James Bendon, supported by his wonderful wife. But this is the thing I love, when Curly disappears off the screen. Down the bottom it says, oh no, now Reva's there. Hang on a second, guys. Below the screen it says, I acknowledge the Wiradjuri, Bindal and Wolgarakaba peoples as traditional owners of the land on which this game... Woohoo! Thank you, my friend. Ivander 56200. Yes. Oh, look at that. I've got the same... No, not the same top. He pays respects to the elders, past, present and future, and values the traditions, cultures and aspirations of the first Australians. What a lovely thing to put in there. One guy on his own. And when I show you this game, you'll see why this amazes me. Because Animal Crossing probably had a team of 150 people. And although I grant you, it's maybe not quite the same, not quite as pretty, I think it's got a lot going for it. So let me choose young Rocky here with his pirate's hat. And Vet's already said he loves this game. It's a great game. If you have ever played Animal Crossing, or seen it played, or had aspirations to play it, this is as close as you are going to get. And to think that one guy did this. Now, there are some things about this game that I really like that you don't get on Animal Crossing. So you can move the camera in a kind of 3D way wherever you want to. You can change that so that it's just like Animal Crossing, only you can move the mouse in and out. That's not like Animal Crossing. And of course, Animal Crossing in any case is a controller-based game, as would this be if indeed I had got the controller to work. Let's go back. So bought it but haven't played it much yet. So hopefully I can persuade you, Crystal, to give it a go. So I positioned it all sets place on an island or series of islands in the Australasias. What time we have here? 7:35 in the morning. Unfortunately for you, that's obscured. It's the top left corner. It says the time is 20 to 8 in the morning, and it says the date is the 5th. So one of the fundamental differences straight off the bat that you don't have with Dinkum that you do have in Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is very much tied to real time. So when you play Animal Crossing today, it will be the 12th of April. And it'll be the same time that you're playing. So if you play it at night, and if you can only play it at night, it's always dark. Whereas with this one, you go through a cycle that I think is it's less than an hour for a whole day. And if you go into your little house, which we'll do here, and you lay down, go for sleeps, so you can actually sleep until the next day. So that will push it through to the next day. So if you're doing anything that requires some time to build, this will pop it up. Hello, sad news. I'm upset. My Redfall gets delayed. Sorry to hear that. Sad news for you, Martin. There you go. I went to sleep by accident. I'd achieved nothing on this day. And you see it says winter because, of course, in Australia, you may not know this, but it kind of works the reverse as it does in Europe. So when it's spring in Europe, it's autumn in Australia. And when it's winter in Europe, it's summer in Australia. So anyway, let's pull ourselves out there. So that's one of the first things, which actually I think works really well, because you can achieve stuff a lot more quickly than you do in Animal Crossing. If in Animal Crossing you've got to wait a day for something, you've got to wait a whole day for something. Oh no, it's raining. So what I have here is 2 houses that I've created. This one is empty, but it's waiting a guest who may or may not turn up. And I have some chickens. Here they are. These little fellas need, or fellaresses, because they're ladies. Bless them, they've left me an egg. So I'll have that egg. Whoops, I took my fence. Don't wish to be... Oh no, they'll get out. Don't do that, Rokk. Down the bottom, let's have a look. Is it the tab key? Let me see. We need crude fence. Just trying to remember how to cycle between... Oh, here we are. There we go. Now I can place a crude fence. There you go. So they've given me an egg, and there's another one there. Bless them. We'll have that egg. Oh, and another one there as well. These are highly proteinous, if that's a word. Full of protein. But we need to look after our chicks, because if we don't, the little fellas and fellaresses are going to die. So what we need to do is try to turn the headset volume down. That's better. So what we have to go and do is... Let's see, grab a... No, have I... Oh yeah, I have. I've run out of something. I usually use my axe to chop down the grass. They'll live a few days. They're pretty good without getting fed. But it's got... I mean, if you think about it, the Disney Dreamland, Dinkum, and Ginseng Impact, and Phoenix Immortals Rising, all of them are based on Animal Crossing. I mean, Animal Crossing is the GOAT, and the others have all come off. But I love the fact, for a start, this is the only one that you can... Well, Phoenix you can get anywhere, and I love Phoenix. And Genshin is free, but this is really cheap. And I love the fact that this one guy, this one chap, built this entire game. So she's Fletch. She's the equivalent of Tom Nook in Dinkum. We have Timmy and Tommy's store, which is actually manned by Clive Illenden. There he is, young Clive. Where you can sell all your stuff to John, his actual name is. I don't think I've got anything to sell him at the moment. Let's have a little look. What's that? A gum nut. We'll sell him a gum nut. Same principle as all of those games, with the exception of... Sorry, Phoenix and Genshin, not this, they're Zelda, Breath of the Wild, sorry. This is the only one I know, as well as Disney, that is actually based on Animal Crossing, beg your pardon. Right, let's accept that coinage, there we are. Oh, yes, so sorry, Phoenix and Genshin are based on Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's what I meant. And this one. So, if you've wanted to play Animal Crossing and it's eluded you, this is cheap as anything. I mean, you can pick it up for about $10 or $15, something like that. This is the museum, so again, equivalent of Animal Crossing. The other thing that I love about Dinkum is, unlike Animal Crossing, if you go into a new area in Animal Crossing, you have to wait a second for it to load in. Whereas here, it's instant. Now, I grant you, the museum is nowhere near as pretty as it is in Animal Crossing. It's gorgeous in Animal Crossing. But it's functional, and you can put all your little things in there, and the little museum guy is really excited that you're able to help him, and all the stuff that you get from playing it. Right, so you can do all that stuff. Also, what I quite like, it's a bit like, it's got a kind of Minecrafty feel to it as well. $20, thank you. It depends where you buy it. I think if you go to either Fanatical or CD Keys, it might be cheaper, but I can't remember. It's forever up and down in price. One of the things I love is kind of got this Minecraft thing. So if you dig, you dig a square, but you can put that square of dirt wherever you want to. So you can build across the river like this, you see. So you can create your own little bridges and stuff. Now, I haven't happened to have built a bridge over here. So I didn't need to do that, but you can. There's animals. The other thing that you don't have in Animal Crossing, or at least I've not got to them yet, and I've only been playing for a few days. For a start, as well as the camera being all over the place, you can also jump up, so you don't need a ladder. And nothing is too high that you can't climb up and get to access to stuff. And of course, because you have the option to literally terraform, there's nothing to stop you building your own terraces either, which is pretty cool. Now, I never tried kicking the dirt back in, but you can fill it back in if you want to. Obviously, you're picking stuff up, and there are recipes and tasks that you need to do, the same as in Animal Crossing. How old is the game, says Miss Phoenix? It came to GeForce Now last year. I'd have to crack out and go onto a browser to check it. But if you go to Steam and have a look at the profile page, it'll tell you. I don't think it's that old, to be honest with you. Let me see if I can go to the... But so here's like your milestones. So these are like the Nook Miles. And again, it works exactly the same principle. So if you're familiar with Animal Crossing, or if you go from Dinkum to Animal Crossing, you'll feel at home either way. Lots of different tasks. The pedia, which is the Wikipedia. So again, works the same way. It's very, very close. Very close. Here's my little character, and you can see where you're progressing. You've got your album. I haven't taken any photos. And then the other thing which I really like with with Dinkum is if you look at the bottom row of tools, it has a progress bar for each tool. So there's like a green bar, so you know how close you're getting to wearing that tool out. Whereas in Animal Crossing, it just poof disappears on you, and you can pick up Roo-Poo. Kangaroo stuff, but old John buys it. I don't know what he uses it for, but he's quite happy to purchase it off you. You got kangaroos. Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say. So I'm not so sure in Animal Crossing because I haven't come across any perilous creatures, although I did see a shark in somebody's aquarium, so I assume at some point you do come across those. In Dinkum from the beginning there are crocodiles and sharks and giant angry birds. So there is a little bit of that going on, which you don't have. Oh yeah, and this, my favourite thing. The metal detector. July 22, there you go, so it's less than a year old. So what you do is you move your metal detector around the island. Here we go, hear that noise go up? There it is. So on Animal Crossing they mark the earth with an X, and that's when you know you need to dig. Well, they do that here as well, but once you can afford a metal detector, you can dig out your old stuff. Here we go, we've got an old wheel. I know, it's brilliant, the little metal detector. Let me put the earth back. Look, come on, look after the earth. There we go. So you can take your little metal detector. Excuse me, all this choking. You can take it anywhere you want to. You don't have to wait for those X's to appear. And I find most places that I go metal detecting, I find something interesting. And if you find there's some old artifacts, you can get some old CDs and things. And when you find those, they're worth a fortune. Right, where's this? There we go. So there's a guy that comes called, I've forgotten his name actually, it might be called Clyde. And when Clyde comes to town, he buys all this old tat off you. And there's a new vendor that comes every day. There's a little frog. I don't think you can catch him with a net. I think you have to stab him or something. Bless him. Let's have a look at the map. So the map is a lot bigger than you start off with in Animal Crossing. As you can see, this is the starting point. This is your island. It's huge. And this is where we live. So there's our camp. There's our houses. Rocky's house and my guest house. And then we have the vendor's tent and the base tent, which is, you know, the equivalent of old Tom Nook. And there's John's Goods and the museum. So you can, you know, I'm building up all the way around here. I'm fine, Martin, thank you. My apologies, guys, for not focusing on the chat. I'm experimenting gameplay, and it's. I could just look up at the screen and see the messages pop up. Actually, I probably could do that. That wouldn't be a bad thing to do. I'm getting pulled away by bright lights. So what I'm trying to do is get back. Let me get rid of that piece of earth. There we go. Trying to get back to our tent, and then I'll show you where the visitors come. I think I've gone the wrong way. Oh, and the other thing you can do, which you can't do in Animal, you can do it in Animal Crossing, but you can do it off the bat without any additional. Oh, look, there's a turkey. Come here, boy. See if we can stab him with our shovel. Oh no, I think I buried him. Oh, there he is. So it has, I think it's got slightly more accessible gameplay for people that aren't, let's assume Animal Crossing is aimed at younger people. I love it. This is kind of taken that and said, do you know what, let's actually add some stuff in that makes it even more accessible for... No, it's not Animal Crossing, Martin. It's the PC version. If you like, it's the nice knockoff version. Oh look, there's a large lizard. Now this guy, if you upset him, he will have a crack at you. But I'm quite keen to break up this rock because it's full of... I can't. I must need this one. There we go. It's full of minerals, which we could use tin and stuff, because you need all that for building things. Oops, here he comes. Oh no, I hit him. Oh no, I didn't mean to. Wow. Oh, look at him, he's well upset. Oh. There is a way to run, but I can't remember how to do it. Let's just jump out. Oh no, and that giant bird will have us as well. Oh. Right, let's go. It's back this way, I think. Let's have a quick look. Yeah. Right, here we go. We've got to get back. Oh yeah, you can pick up these bones, and they're the equivalent of the fossils that that you find on. In fact, they're kind of a hint that there are fossils buried here that you can take over to the... Do you know, it's interesting because since playing Animal Crossing, I've actually come back to Dinkum and it's made more sense to me. Which sounds really weird, but there are some fundamentals that I wasn't quite getting. Like paying off your house and stuff, which I did. Once I realised, I paid it off, and that enabled me to build another one. But yeah, you can swim, so you don't need a swimsuit like you do on Animal Crossing. And unlike Animal Crossing, you can swim across rivers. You don't have to wait for to use a vault or anything. So we've got some stuff. Yeah, it's on Steam. It's also on GeForce now, Martin, which is great. You can buy things in John's shop, like an incredibly expensive furnace, or another metal detector. Indeed. Oh, what's he got there? Copper. No, I haven't needed copper until now. Anyway, we'll sell John what we picked up, which wasn't a great deal. Show us what you got, mate. I've got some bones and an old tyre, and that's all. Oh yeah, and then this thing down here. You get the you get your pockets and your crate all built into the same screen. So in Animal Crossing, although you've got the pockets, which is kind of equivalent to what's running along the base, you have to go to a crate, whether that's with Tom Nook or whether you've built one in your shed or whatever, in order to access the rest of the gear. But here you can access everything, which is it's really cool. Right, we're going to flog. Oh, we've got some grass seed. We need to get some more grass seed. Actually, we need to craft an axe. So we'll sell him this stuff, and then we'll go and craft an axe, or we buy one. But how much is it going to be, John? 1,895 Dinkum dollars. We'll have some of that. Dinkum dollars. Dinkum dollars, mate. Rouster said, I often watch from my phone and I can't tell what I'm looking at in many cases, especially in vertical view. Yeah, it's a classic issue with game streaming, sadly. That's why I tend to, whenever I do stream, I tend to think about a lot of my audience are watching on mobile. So I always put my camera big. You see some people have a little teeny weeny little camera, which is fine on a big old TV. I have the community board, but this also gives you... Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Where is it? Hang on a minute. There it is. How did I manage to destroy the community board? Oh no. Oh no, let's put it back. Put it back. Oh, there it is down there. Okay. So it's easy enough to do. Something in the way. Let's move it over here. There it is. There. Perfect. It is a good place. You're right. You're right. So coming around, let's do this again. And we'll read it this time. So it gives, not only can you leave messages for other people, and there is multiplayer with this, but there are big challenges that are left for you. So, for example, Alpha Jackaroo, it's a male kangaroo. So here we can get 18,000 Dinkum dollars if we accept this request. 2 days left. It even kind of roughly tells you the location. So we'd have to go and find this beast and kill him, and come back to John in the shop, and he would give us 18,000 Dinkum. So you could just accept the request, and it adds that location to our map. So it's all cool. Good way to get extras. Now we're going to go on a little sleep in a minute, because when we wake up, there will be a visitor here, so I can show you how the vendors work. But before we do that, I want to make... Where's my... In here. I want to make an axe. So let's have a look at our recipes. That's what we want to make. So we need some... Oh, we need 2 copper bars and 1 basic axe. So let's make a basic axe first. Or do we not get the option? No, so we probably have to buy one. Or at least it's the quickest way to do it. Same as in Animal Crossing. Alpha Jackaroo, I know. Oh, look, hang on. There was one on the floor. What's it doing there? Maybe I dropped it when I was getting out of bed. Wow. So that copper axe, let me see. That's a decent little axe, and it's got plenty. So what we do is, to feed our chicks, we go and find some grass. Here's some grass, and we chop it down. And as we chop it, not all of the grass. Oh, that's the end of my axe. What the heck happened? It was a phantom axe. Oh, I should have used it to make a new one. I don't think... Oh, look at that bird. I don't think we've got enough seed. How much have we got? 2. We need 5. We need 5 seed to make some food for the chicks. Dag nabbit. Rokk sleeps with an axe under his pillow. You never know who's out here, Phoenix. You never know who's out here. You can see top left, we have our health and our energy. which is again cool because you can see exactly what you've got. So as we get attacked by things, our health goes down, and as time progresses, we get more and more tired, and our energy goes down. At which point we have to, where are we? We have to feed ourselves, and you can see on here the apple. You may or may not be able to see this, but the apple gives you 5 towards your health, but it doesn't give you any energy, and it also says you can bury it and grow a tree's worth. Whereas if we move over the egg doesn't give anything towards your health, but it gives you a very healthy boost to your energy. So you always want to kind of keep 1 or 2 of those. Now there's some raw meat in here, which I'll just drop down to my pocket, and we'll cook that raw meat on the fire. So we just come over to the fire, throw it on the fire, bit of a barbie. It doesn't take long, and then that will cook. And that's great because meat gives you both energy and health. So it's a great one to have in your reserves. We've got a couple of those as well. Martin, for you, my friend, about 15 euros, I would suggest, maybe 20 euros. But it's a third of the price of Animal Crossing. And I, so far, have not found a great deal that it lacks. I mean, you could argue it's not quite as slick looking, but it functionally, my daughter's boyfriend stayed with us over Easter, and he played Animal Crossing for the first time, fell in love with the game, but he doesn't have a Switch, so I introduced him to Dinkum, and he's now bought this, and he can't leave it alone. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. So let's go we'll get rid of that bit of raw meat. Whoop. And in fact, if we select that, you can hit Shift. No, maybe not Shift. And that just drops it in there. So then you can see that if I mouse over that, you can see that gives us both health and energy. So this cooked meat stuff's awesome. And all you've got to do is, as long as you've selected it at the bottom, you just eat it. There he goes. And then you see on the left-hand side there, our health and our energy's gone right up. Now, you see that little circle there that's showing health, kind of 2/3 health? That's as the day progresses. So it's now 5:30 in the afternoon in our little world. And as the day progresses, that will disappear. And when it gets down there, it doesn't matter what you do, he will faint. He needs sleep and he needs food, which is unique to this one. Don't have that in Animal Crossing. Happy birthday, Eve. Cowboy, is it your birthday tomorrow, my friend? Wow. Wowza. One more day till the greatest day this year. Nice one, my friend. So we've earned some dinkums, and we've got some... you see, you go up in levels as well, which you don't get with Animal Crossing. So you can challenge yourself to try and get higher and higher. And I believe as you get to higher levels, it also unlocks things for you as well. So what we'll see now is there should be a new vendor. There's usually one every day, but sometimes not. So Franklin is visiting the island. Now, he is not Clyde, as I said earlier, but he is the guy that I was thinking of. So Franklin, where are we? Where's Franklin? Oh, he's over here. Oh, where's my chicks? Oh, I was sleeping in the guest house. I was all disoriented. Right, we do need... Those chicks are going to get really unhappy with us. So old Franklin in here, go and see him. Right, so he loves all that old tat that we dig up. And if you can find CDs, and this is metal detector stuff, he gives you like 5,000 Dinkum dollars for every one. So I love it when he comes. When I come across these things, I bank them, and then when Franklin comes to town, I go get all the money from him. He's a bit like the hot deal of the day kind of guy, or the turnip woman in Animal Crossing. But they, instead of just having, the occasional vendor, they have a new one every day. Also, if you buy a lot of stuff from these people, and he's one of them actually, does he sell anything? Can you make me something? Oh yeah, he makes, they're expensive, but he makes amazing bits and pieces for you. I'm just going to see if I can, hang on a second guys. No, it's not going to work. Here we go. I'm just going to move the chat out the way of the bottom because it's covering up a lot of the information. There we go. There we go. Right, so, yeah, if you buy something from Franklin, and it's always really expensive, here you go. So, he sells you stuff that's actually really useful. So, a chainsaw, 100,000 dinkum. He does get upset, mind you, when you don't buy anything. Weather station. I bought a repair table off him. That's quite useful. So when you've got like your axe that's in need of repair, rather than rebuilding, you can go and repair it. It puts like half the health back in, which is pretty cool. All sorts of stuff, like a lawnmower, jet ski. Yeah, you see again, one of the things Dinkum does that's quite unique compared to the others is you literally have vehicles, motorbike, tractor. You can take them all over the island. Anyway, he's going to get upset with me now because, sorry mate, I ain't buying none of your stuff. Dawn of Ragnarok. Dawn of Ragnarok and the Forgotten Saga in Valhalla. Yeah, I've pretty much done everything in Valhalla except for the very, very last DLC because it needed me to finish something which I hadn't completed. I'd completed the game and everything else, but there was like one challenge that I hadn't done enough of and it wasn't happy with me. So what I do at this point, I can't feed my chicks. Let's go and see if we can buy an axe from Clive. Right, Clive, can I buy an axe off you, dude? Actually, not here, your main normal shop. Over here. Yeah, there's one. Right, we're going to have to buy that. How much is it? 1,000. Oh, that's what it is. But I've got to have that for my... You can also... you can fashion a scythe, which would be better, but I don't have the recipe for it yet, so... Thank you, Clive. All right, take that one outside. And... Let me choose the axe. There it is. Right, quick, ladies. Let's get your seed so that you don't collapse. That's not grass, but this is. There we go. Right, any more seed yet? Nope. No seed. Come on, give me some seed. Oops. The other thing I like about Dinkum, which you don't get in Animal Crossing, is it shows you where you're going to action with that little square. Actually, Animal Crossing does work with, is it voxels, the little squares? It's just that they graphically change them, so it's not an obvious square, whereas this dude has just said, what the heck, you know what it is. Right, we have 5. We can now go and process the seeds and turn them into animal feed. So this is something that I had to buy at some point, this little machine here. So we insert our animal seed and we have to leave it for a couple of minutes and come back and there'll be a little pack of animal seed which we can feed the chicks with. Hey Unatrix, how are you, friend? Looking forward to lunch today because they have pernil pork with rice and beans. Nice. Oh, look, there's some bananas here, so we can harvest the bananas. They're always good. Good source of protein in real life as they are in the game. We don't actually need any at the moment, so we'll go back to our, oops, not that one, tab key, and we'll move the bananas up into our backpack, or whatever that's supposed to be. Here's your clothes as well down here, so you can change those or get rid of them or do whatever you want. So, you know, the guy's played Animal Crossing until it hurt, and he's thought, what would be better functionally that they don't do, and let me make my game like that, which is really cool, I think. What else we got here? Bit of tin ore, but we don't need that. Oh yeah, we got some kangaroo poo, which we never did actually sell to Clive. Nope, still waiting on our seed. So I use this one over here to break stone down into cement, and I use this one, it's a furnace, to cook copper and tin and turn it into ingots, which can then be turned into, over here, things for tin and stuff. And you can take your logs. I think we've got a log, actually. Have we got a log? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, we've got a log down there. Look, I love this. So we can put the log on here and turn it into a plank. Ready for this? I love that. I just love it. I just go around chopping up trees and turning them into planks of wood. It's so much fun. He's doing good, but struggling to connect a DualShock 4 controller to my PC. Yeah, that's weird, because DualShock 4s are usually really good. Whenever I plug in the wire, it just doesn't connect. Have you tried a different cable? It may be frayed, maybe, going on. No, where's the chicken seed? Come on, my ladies are getting hungry over here. Oh, yeah, we've got some apples on us so we can harvest them. They're good. And actually, you can shove an apple onto the fire, and it makes a lovely cooked apple with more energy than simply a basic apple. That one's caught down there. There we go. I actually planted these trees so they can be harvested. Again, similar to Animal Crossing. There we go. Let's put an apple on the Barbie. Let's pop the apples down there. Whoop. And we'll pop an apple. Cook an apple on the Barbie. And we'll pop those apples back up here like that. There we go. So let's have a look at a banana. Banana's got a 5 energy. Apple on its own's got health. And then if we grab that apple that's just been cooked, there we are. Pick that one up. And we'll have a look at that one and see that that one has 10. So it's doubled the amount of health that you get from it. We don't actually need it at the moment. So cooking things does improve them nutritionally. So that's all good. Right, so the chicks, here we are. Our food is here for the girls, so we can grab that. Here we come, ladies. We'll pop it in their little feeder. You watch them, here they go. There's always one that takes the whole lot. Oh, I didn't actually put it on there. Sorry, I got you all excited. Let's try it again. Get off the feeder. Right, here we go. Oh no, I know what I've done. I've done the same thing I did just now. Hang on a second. I'm sorry about this, ladies. Let me get your feeder back. Let's leave that there. Let's put the plank up here. Let's grab your feeder. And now, the sounds of Australia. Dorrigan will recognise all these noises. Let me make sure it's selected. There we are. And we'll pop that down there. Now, we'll put the seed in. I thought it was... There we are. One of these chickens will eat the lot. There it goes. But all of them have been fed, so it can't be bad, can it? Aha, it was the cable. There you go. Yeah, oftentimes that's what happens. If it ain't the controller, it's the cable. Always a good thing to try. Oh, I'm glad I've been of some service today. Right, so that's the girls. They're sorted for a few days now. We had that jackaroo dude, didn't we? Let's go and see where he is. Let's have a look on the map. That's probably going to be that X there. Well, there's another X there, mind you. Docks. Let's see. Oh, there he is there, look. It's quite a way away, actually. There's a bit of a run. What time is it? What time is it? midday. Oh, we're okay time-wise. And what time is it? Oh, 10 to 6. That's good on my time. See, now this to me looks like a gold nugget. Right, but it identifies as just a rock. And I've not been able to do anything with it. It won't grind up on there, it won't go in the furnace, I can't use it on there, and I can't slice it. And if I drop it again and pick up my pickaxe, that does nothing. It does nothing to it. So I have it floats nicely. I have no idea what to do with those. I have 2 around my camp, and they confuse me because I don't know what to do. I've just sort of seen them as decoration, to be honest. We'll leave it there. Right, let's go and find that jackaroo and see if we can get ourselves 18,000. Right, we're headed roughly in the right direction. He's across the bridge, I believe. Now what we need to kill him is this basic spear, but it doesn't have a lot of health left on it. It might be okay, but these things are pretty nasty. Let me just see if I am heading in the right direction. Yep, I've got to cross the water. Watch out for sharks and jellyfish. So he's over that way. Now these are okay. These are emus. He's alright. He doesn't do any harm. It's the other one, the dark coloured one. I can't think what they're called. A rua or a rhea. They're the nasty ones. And what we're looking for is a kangaroo with horns, which I've never seen in the wild. That is one, by the way, but it's not who we're meant to be taking out today. So let's have a look. Yeah, there we are. We're all in the right. We're heading in the right direction. We'll carry on. So you can see here. Oh, what's this? Tin? I could do with some copper. The environment's changing. I think that's tin as well. We're looking for the goldy coloured stuff. We'll have that. Here we are in some mangroves. You see, there's a jellyfish. So we want to avoid those. You can dive down, and you can move your camera under the water as well, which I love. So it's E to dive. There he is, and he can swim underwater now in the mangroves and pick up stuff. Let's get him back up. Come back up. Oh no! I'm not sure why. I'm not sure how you get him. He's going to drown. Come back up, dude. We're sorry, we've got to walk over here anyway. He's obviously can hold his breath pretty well. No, his energy levels are going down. Spacebar. There we go. Right, we'll get him out of there. And we'll have a little look and see where we are. There we are. Yep, sort of in that direction still. Oh, and there's a dingo. Australia's silent dog. But they do actually make a noise. They just don't bark like a wolf or a domesticated dog. Oh, there's a thing that we could sell to Franklin. What's it got here? Old wheel, old spring. Nope, no CDs. That's what I would normally be doing on a Franklin day. I'd be hunting for CDs. And what's this? Oh, it's a quandong. I just heard you chuckle, Ray. I have no idea why. Right, get me quandongs. Okay, where are we? Oh, something's chasing us. Oh no, it's this dude. Yeah, he's not. They don't like us, those birds. But he can't swim, so we'll make our way over there. We're getting very close. Let's get back to my spear rather. We're getting very close to where we need to find this dude. Oh, we're going the wrong direction. Let me see, is it that way? Yeah. It was that bird that put us off. Big bird. And there's a roo. I think we're too far away for it to be. No, we've got to go over the water. Tell you what, it'd be good if we do get this dude. I don't think we will. I think he's going to take us out before we get him. Normal things apply. Try and catch bugs and different things with your net. Sell them to John or give them to the museum. Fish, of course, you can fish. It's got a more involved fishing aspect to it, this one. It has like a little bar that you have to hit. I reckon that's our dude right there. Yep, that's him. See him there? Now he's going to turn on us, so let's see what happens when we stab him. Oh, flip. Look at his health hardly going down here. Oh, ours is. Wow, let's get up on here and then eat something quick to get our health back. Let's see if he follows us. We haven't got long to do this. Alright, let's quickly grab some food. Let's get rid of that old tyre. Oh no, he's coming after us. No, get out. Oh no. You don't die. You just get revived back in your bed. Oh, bless. We tried. So yes, there's the motto is make sure you got plenty of food in your thing to get your health up and not leave it to the last minute like I did. I know, R.I.P. Rip Rokk. I wonder if I can craft an axe now that I've got... Oh no, I needed copper, didn't I? To get a copper axe. So I do have a basic axe, but I need 2 copper bars. I'm fairly certain I don't have any copper. That's kind of the full extent of my gear, I think. Oh no, there is another place. Actually, what I did... Oh look, they've left us some eggs, bless them. Because of course it's the next day now. 7:20 in the morning. There is another area, but I think I moved all my stuff into my own crate. Yeah, I did. So you could use that travel bag as well if you wanted more storage area. And you can craft as many crates as you want, so you can put a crate in your guest houses as well, which is rather awesome. Yeah, so, oh that's right, yes. So I have got this crate, which I'd forgotten all about. There we are, I have got some more stuff. Oh look, a CD, I bet Franklin's gone now. Because it's the next day. Stone, fertilizer, copper. I've got enough copper to create a copper axe, but I will need to make... Actually, we probably don't have enough. I bet I've got enough to do 1 bar. So yeah, we'll come out of there. I want to go and quickly see if Franklin's still there. Oh, he's gone. His tent's gone. Dang nabbit. Right, so let's move the copper. Put that back in storage. Too many places. Too much storage. Put the copper down here. And offer it up to the furnace. There it goes. That's probably only going to give us one copper bar. And we need 2 to furnish that axe, sadly. But what do you guys reckon from seeing this? I know if you're kind of an Animal Crossing devotee, bearing in mind you don't need a Switch to play this. All you need is GeForce Now. You don't even need a PC. So you can play it on your phone, you can play it on your tablet, you can play it on your streaming thumbstick of choice, whatever you fancied. I reckon we need to get some more grass for the girls. So sometimes what I do is I go on a bit of a grass cull, and they need 5. 5's the magic number here in this game. You pretty much need 5 of something. So there's some seed. So I like to go and kind of chop down the grass. You can also grow your own grass. You can take this seed and plant your own grass. And it's probably a more efficient way of harvesting grass rather than chopping it down, like mowing it or using the scythe. So that's going to leave the grass in place. The way I do it, I'm taking out the grass permanently, which is not really a good idea. How many have we got? 3, 2 more. And 1 more. There it is. Good. Take care, Rouster. Rouster likes it. It's the kind of game he would want, I'm absolutely sure of it. So let me move that back to there. We'll pop that in for the girls, make some food for them. And there's our copper bar that we've made as well. So that's cool, but we don't have enough. We need 2 of those in order to make the axe. So I'll pop it back in here for now. Pop it up there. together with the CD, because Franklin disappeared. What's this? Spinifex resin. Put the plank over here, drop it on the top, that'll stack it. We don't need logs, we'll stack those. What else have we got here? Matey Boy will buy these, so we'll... Another thing I love is the fact that you can rearrange this stuff. You know, you don't have to have it where it finds itself. There we go, nicely arranged. And chicken egg, we'll pop those up there. Cook those in a minute. So there you go. Yeah, this is gonna do it for me now. I think we've had a good old look at the game, haven't we, guys? Reva's publicising another channel, so he's going to get blocked. I should be banning you, my friend. And where are we? So I just wanted to show you this because it was mentioned on Rokk Show, and I, having fallen in love with Animal Crossing, this is just a great alternative. It's Animal Crossing, but with some changes and some differences. So if you like Animal Crossing, then this is definitely a good substitute, particularly if you don't have a Switch, because as mentioned, it is available on GeForce Now. So you can play it on the free version of GeForce Now, or the very, very good priority tier, which is still very well priced. I think it's very affordable. And you'll get equivalent quality to if you were to plug your Switch into a TV with that one. Or you can go up to the GeForce Now Ultimate, and they just yesterday you may be aware, we talked about it on Rokk Show, but Cyberpunk 2077 released a major update. Is it grass? No. With a thing called Ray Tracing Overdrive, which is path tracing basically, and it looks amazing. But you need a 4 series card to get the best to actually see it, whereas with GeForce Now Ultimate it will run out of the box, so you don't need that 4 series card. So GeForce definitely a good choice. I'm just remembering, I think you have to buy a repair kit. Yeah, you do. I can't remember how much or where from. That the old chick seed's still growing. I have a feeling you have to buy them from Fletch, who is essentially Tom Nook, but an old lady version. Apply for a license? No. Where'd you get the repair kits from? So in Dinkum, to be able to do things like chop down trees or fish and so on, you need to get a permit or a license. They're fairly cheap. The initial ones you kind of get for free, and then you can save up with your air miles, your Nook miles, or whatever they're called here, and get different licenses. So here's a vehicle license that will allow me to drive around the islands. There's a metal detecting one. These are ones I've already got. So excavation, landscaping, and metal detecting. There's so much that you can do to kind of boost your character. I'm keen to find out how to get those repair. Oh, what's the time? Oh, he should be in there. Oh, it's Sunday. Yeah, he doesn't work on a Sunday. Shop's shut on a Sunday. I forgot that. So I can't do nothing on a Sunday. I can go out and harvest. But what we'll do is we'll feed my chickens, and then I will close the stream down for the day. So let's go and pick up the feed. Pop it in the feed tray. Keep the girls happy. And then I'll show you the other thing that I love to do. Let's get it right. Here we go. Turn around. Get the angle just right. Oops. Why is it not allowing me to put the feed in the feeder? There it is. If you come up to a chick, and you can pet them, and they love it. Oh, they're too hungry at the moment. Let me just... Here we go. Look at her. She's loving me petting her. Oh, they love it. They love a bit of love. I love my chickens. I bought a hamster on Animal Crossing earlier in a little cage. Right, there you go. So, that is Dinkum. I think you'll agree. It's a really cheap game, and it's just a lovely game to play. So if you likes Animal Crossing and all that malarkey, then definitely a great game to get yourselves into. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that, our little Wednesday gameplay session. Tomorrow, Jem, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Tomorrow is Thursday, so it's Cloud Gaming Thursday. Tomorrow we'll have a look at the new GeForce Now news. We'll have a look at Boosteroid. I'm hoping to be able to work with Shadow, so it'll be good to be able to do some work with Shadow as well and show you how that can look and stuff. So it's all good. Need to share your island code on Animal Crossing with me. Yeah, for sure. We'll do that. You must hook up, come on the island with me, and I'll come on your island. That's what I want to do. I want to see other people's really advanced islands and what they've done on theirs and stuff. But David, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Late to the party? No, it's all good. It's good to see you, dude. And having a good. You've all been having a good stream. We've been doing some Dinkum. You remember we joked about it on the show last night, so I thought I would actually play the game so that people can see what it's all about. So I'll be back tomorrow in the usual studio with the better kit and everything, and we will talk about cloud gaming. So thank you, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow, apparently, according to Annie. We'll see. Take care.